Number 10. Orenchi no Furojijo. On his way home from school, Tatsumi sees a man collapse near a lake. When he approaches him, Tatsumi notices something strange. The person in need of help is actually a beautiful merman named Wakasa. Because Wakasa's home has now become too polluted to live in, Tatsumi graciously offers his bathtub as a refuge. With a boisterous merman as his new roommate, Tatsumi's normal life won't be returning anytime soon. Not to mention Wakasa's aquatic friends, Takasu, Mikuni, and Maki often showing up uninvited, making them all quite a handful for a high school student. As he humors their curiosity for human life, Tatsumi sometimes finds himself enjoying their childish antics, but he will have to keep his cool if he intends to keep up with his daily life and newfound friendship. Number 9. Sakurakosan no Ashimoto ni Washitai wa Amataru. When Shotaro Tatsuaki first meets Sakurako Kujo, he knows his life will never be the same. Initially believing her to be responsible for a disappearance in the neighborhood, he later learns her true talent, analyzing bone specimens. Sakurako has quite the collection of reconstructed animal bones, but she wishes she had more of the human variety, much to the chagrin of those around her. Soon, Shotaro begins accompanying the eccentric osteologist on the many different unsolved cases she comes across, usually in the form of decomposing bodies. But with so many incidents happening around them, could there be a larger mystery at work in their lives? Sakurako-san no Ashimoto ni Washitai ga Omataru is the story of two unlikely partners, each showing in their own way that bones can tell how one died, but only people can tell how they lived. Number 8. Atotama. Every 60 years, the heavens conduct a sacred ritual called ETM-12. This custom involves selecting worthy Ito Musume, celestial beings representing different animals, to become one of the members of the Chinese zodiac, or Ito-shin. However, since the first ETM-12 2,000 years ago, the original batch of Ito-shin reigns with no one being able to replace them. Nyatan is a cat Ito Musume who aspires to become a member of the Zodiac in the ongoing ETM-12. Fulfilling her ambition requires her to secure 12 seals, one for each Ito-shin. To that end, she must win various types of battles using soul divine energy created by people's positive emotions. This task is not easy, however, as her powers as an Ito Musume are far below the abilities of a single Ito-shin. As such, she needs a constant source of energy. But, in a chance encounter, Nyatan meets Takuro Amato, a man who has just transferred to the apartment where she is secretly staying. To Nyatan's delight, Takeru discovers that he gives out high-quality soul, something that sets him apart from most people. With this, the story of Takeru and Nyatan begins. As Takeru supports Nyatan in her dreams, he meets the Ito-shin and begins to uncover a mysterious past. Number 7. Xian Pin Jiating. Tannis' parents are mad scientists who live outside of normal society. They lock up their own children on an isolated island and did experiments on them in secret, turning Tannis' older brother and 3 older sisters into strange creatures. One day their parents were arrested and the siblings were moved to another island by the welfare office. The trouble is that none of the siblings except Tannis know how to interact in modern day society. Number 6. Pataki no Kanojo. Delinquent Ju Juzawa is a lone wolf who does not see much use in befriending people. So, when a girl named Ame Ochibana claims that they are linked together from their previous lives, he is highly skeptical and doesn't want anything to do with her. Even stranger is that her fondest wish is to be his servant. Thinking that Ame must be delusional, he tries to distance himself from her. But when a classmate is murdered, Ju instead decides to keep her close, believing the strange girl to be the culprit. However, her intelligence and skill begin to prove invaluable as the two begin working together to solve the murder. Pataki no Kanojo weaves together a story of love, loss, and devotion, showing that allies can be found in the most unlikely of places. Number 5. Rakuin Suiho. In a future where a massive disaster has devastated Earth, most of humanity has abandoned their physical bodies and relocated in digital form to Diva, an advanced space station orbiting the ravaged planet. Free from the limitations of traditional existence, such as death and hunger, the inhabitants of this virtual reality reside in relative peace, until Frontier Setter, a skilled hacker, infiltrates the system and spreads subversive messages to the populace. Labeled a threat to security by authorities, Frontier Setter is pursued by Angela Balzac, a dedicated member of Diva's law enforcement. When the hacker's signal is traced to Earth, Angela takes on physical form, transferring her consciousness to a clone body and traveling the world below in order to deal with the menace. On Earth, she is assisted by Dingo, a charismatic agent, and during her journey to uncover the mystery behind Frontier Setter, she gradually discovers startling realities about the wasteland some of humanity still refers to as home, as well as the paradise above. Number 4. Kaibutsu Ojo. When hero Hiyorumi tries to save a beautiful young woman from certain death, he ends up a dead hero himself. However, since the drop-dead girl is Jaime, daughter of the King of Monsters, his reward is to come back as a not-quite-living soldier in her honor guard of horror. That means helping fight off the army of supernatural monstrosities Jaime's siblings are unleashing against her in hopes of moving up the ladder of succession. And if facing off with vampires and zombies isn't bad enough, how can anyone prepare for the really weird ones, like weresharks, pandas, and killer dumplings? This sure as hell isn't the afterlife hero was hoping for, but the really sad part is that Jaime is the good girl in all of this. Or at least as close to good as you can get when you're on the wrong side of the gates of hell.
This is the future.
Peacemaker Kurogane. Although traumatized by witnessing the murder of his parents by one of the Chosho, Ichimura Tetsunotsuke's thirst for revenge led him to desire strength. At the age of 15, Tetsunotsuke approached the Shinsengumi, wanting to become one of its members. However, Tetsunotsuke lacked the skill, mind, and will to emotionally cut down whoever threatened peace and the Shinsengumi. Even with the support of his brother Tetsunosuke and his newfound friends of the Shinsengumi, little did Tetsunosuke know the blood and pain he would have to face being part of this historical group.
is the future. Human error. Evolution.
Number 2. Stranger, Muko Hadan. In the Sengoku period of Japan, a young orphan named Kotaro and his dog Tobimaru steal from unsuspecting villagers in order to make ends meet. However, Kotaro is forced to remain on the run when he finds himself being hunted down by assassins sent by China's Ming Dynasty for mysterious reasons not involving his petty crimes. Fortunately, the duo run into Nanashi, a ronin who has taken refuge in a small temple, when Kotaro is attacked and Tobimaru poisoned. Although the samurai saves the helpless pair from their pursuers, he feels that there is no need to help them further. But when offered a gem in exchange for his services as a bodyguard, he reluctantly accepts Kotaro's offer of employment, just until Tobimaru is healed and the two reach their destination. As the three set out on a perilous journey, it soon becomes evident that their path is riddled with danger, as the Ming Dynasty has now sent a terrifying swordsman after them to capture Kotaro and fulfill a certain prophecy.
Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Number 1. Seirei no Morabito. On the precipice of a cataclysmic drought, the star readers of the Shin-Yogo Empire must devise a plan to avoid widespread famine. It is written in ancient myths that the first emperor, along with 8 warriors, slew a water demon to avoid a great drought and saved the land that was to become Shin-Yogo. If a water demon was to appear once more, its death could bring salvation. However, the water demon manifests itself within the body of the emperor's son, Prince Chaegum, by the emperor's order. Chaegum is to be sacrificed to save the empire. Meanwhile, a mysterious spear-wielding mercenary named Balsa arrives in Shin-Yogo on business. After saving Chaegum from a thinly veiled assassination attempt, she is tasked by Chaegum's mother to protect him from the emperor and his hunters. Bound by a sacred oath vow she once made, Balsa accepts. Seirei no Morabito follows Balsa as she embarks on her journey to protect Chaegum, exploring the beauty of life, nature, family, and the bonds that form between strangers.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.